now our final platinum sponsor to give a few words. And interestingly, this is his home. He's a San Antonio-based guy. I know many of you know him. But Philip Nelson from Nelco, come on up as our last platinum sponsor.
Thank you guys. It's really exciting to be here at Tandeo today. I love giving these propaganda talks about cool projects we're working on. Let's go ahead and run my slides if we could. Nelco Media is a broadcast reseller integrator. We sell video equipment, cameras, lighting, microphones, basically anything to do with broadcast. We price match B&H. We also are on the TIPS contract, but I want to share a couple of cool projects that we're working on. So let's go to the next slide. One of the cool things we've been doing, I'll wait for the moment for it to advance. Go ahead. Oh, can I advance it? Oh, here we go. We just finished the BattleBots Arena in Las Vegas. Anybody seen BattleBots on Discovery Channel? Anyone? So it was a crazy project because the owner of BattleBots calls me in January and said, we've got an emergency. I need you to build a TV studio for us, and our first show is in February. So I flew out to Vegas, we designed it. You'll see in the top left picture, we built a full control room. We did all the PTZ cameras, and then you'll see in the top right there, there's Kraken firing some flames. So we pulled off a miracle. We're probably the only people in the entire country that could have pulled off this BattleBots project in less than a month. The next cool project is we just finished the Chris Angel podcast studio in Las Vegas. One of the hazards of working with Chris Angel is you never know what's going to happen, and that is me getting choked out by UFC heavyweight champ Frank Mir. They wanted to do a chokeout demo, and they're like, Philip, get out of here, and I'm like, what? So I told them I was going to tap out quick, and I did. But that is a new podcast that's being launched, and we help them with all their workflow, lighting, and things like that. But the one I want to talk about the most is one we're working on right now. We are doing the entire new broadcast workflow for the Texas House of Representatives. In this project, we're pulling 100,000 feet of fiber optic cable between 3 buildings in downtown Austin, 16 television control rooms, 65 cameras, and the challenge is our entire workflow had to be designed so that University of Texas interns can run it. So anytime you see a committee meeting, it's going to be interns running that, and it's all based on a ROS quorum workflow, and we're working on that. That'll be finished by August. And so we're also doing a TV studio, podcast studio as well for the Texas House of Representatives. So starting next session, any video you see coming out of the House of Reps will have been created in the workflow designed and installed by Nelco Media. So I'm keeping it kind of short today, but the most important thing is we love doing studios and broadcast for municipal clients. I do feel like it's one of the most important areas for communication. You know, you can make so much difference by who you vote for in a local election. I've always taught my kids that that is probably the most important election to vote for because those people can change your life instantly. And so we've put a lot of effort in bringing the knowledge we have working with the NBA, NFL, X Games, Miss Universe, all these big clients, and bringing those workflows in an affordable way to municipal clients. So here in Texas, we've got a lot of really cool clients. Our friends at the city of McAllen, we did a studio for them. We also went in and redid all the woodwork in their commission chamber because they were tired of it looking like it was done in the 1970s, because it was, which a lot of city council and commission chambers do have a very dated look. Also, we just finished a new studio for the city of Wichita Falls. We've got one for DeSoto, which was kind of heartbreaking. Matt hired us to come in and design a really cool studio, and we finished it, we trained them on it, and then there was a flood in the building, and they got mold in the studio, so they're in the middle of remediation, so we'll have to come back and clean it up for you when y'all are done. But also, if anybody went on the tour for City of San Antonio this week, We did all the sets for their PEG facility. We also did all the broadcast workflow for the city council and also the new city towers. So we've got 4 control rooms there. But last thing I'll say is we would love to work with all of you guys. I do believe that municipal communications is probably the most important, that any local citizen can consume. And also, the better your communication is, the less calls you guys get, the more educated your voters are and your constituents are. And we do want to help you with that. Even though we show you these crazy huge projects, we can work with you on almost any budget. Our next upcoming studio is City of Baytown, and they're going to be doing some really cool stuff in their studio. So next cameo, I know we'll be showing you that one. But I appreciate you guys being here. I also am impressed how many of you guys wear your cameo shirts. You guys are very good at following instructions and being a team. But let me advance to our final slide. That's our name, Nelco Media. I'm Philip Nelson. I own the company. And we are a reseller integrator on the TIPS contract. So if you need anything, we will price match B&H. So please give us a shot to bid on anything you're working on. Thank you so much. And I'll turn it back over to Jay.